Today I'm going to show you how to make Pecan Orgeat in several ways. The idea here was pretty simple. It's to make a Pecan Orgeat that we can use in a fall or Thanksgiving Mai Tai, and I did that. I made it, it worked, and I filmed an entire video on it, and when I put it in a Mai Tai, it was great, but the pecan flavor didn't really come through. It tasted kind of like a normal, regular Orgeat, and even when you taste it on its own, the pecan flavor did come through, but when it mixed in with a Mai Tai, those flavors got lost. So after I made that, I kind of started obsessing about this and looking at all of the different ways you can make an Orgeat. And I ended up trying 4 methods, all a little different, and I haven't tried the other 3 that I made yet. And here's how I made them. For the first Pecan Orgeat, the one that started me on this journey, I made it the traditional way. I blended 1 pound of pecans with 4 cups of water to make a pecan milk. Once blended, you strain with a nut milk bag, and your overall yield will depend really on your patience. You measure off your yield and then double that amount in sugar to make a 2-to-1 syrup. For this amount of Orgeat, which is about 1 cup of pecan milk to 2 cups of sugar, I added a 1/4 teaspoon of rose water and a 1/4 teaspoon of orange flower water. And this is the Pecan Orgeat that I started with. It's good. It tastes like pecan, but it's too subtle for me. So back to the drawing board I went with 3 other ways to make Pecan Orgeat. Now the second version here that I made, I wanted to use homemade pecan butter. The recipe is similar to the 60-second Orgeat recipe I've shared before, where we use almond milk concentrate. I toasted 1 pound of pecans and in a food processor blended them until they became a pecan nut butter. For this version and the others that I'm going to share next, I made these as 1-to-1 syrups. For each cup of pecan milk, I added 1 cup of sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of rose water, and 1/8 teaspoon of orange flower water. This way I'm intensifying the pecan flavor and lowering the sugar, allowing me to use more of this Orgeat in each drink. I added 4 tablespoons of pecan butter to 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar. For this version, it's completely unstrained and unfiltered, so it will have a little more texture than normal. The third version I made was the same as before, but before adding the sugar, I strained the pecan milk in hopes to keep the same flavor as the last one, but a little cleaner texture and look. Like anything you are straining these days, the yield will depend on how much time you want to spend filtering. Now the final version I did was taking a 1/2 pound of toasted pecans and adding 2 cups of boiling water to them and then letting them sit for a couple of hours. After that, adding the pecans and the water they soaked in to the blender and making a pecan milk that way. My hope was that soaking them and using the same water would result in a more pecan forward flavor. I strained this one as well and measured the yield, and then added in equal parts of sugar, our rose water, and our orange flower water. So that leaves me with 4 different Pecan Orgeats. They've all cooled down and they've been in the fridge, and I've only tried the initial one that I made a couple days before these. So I'll taste all 4 of these right now, and we'll see if there's one that really stands out between the 4. So just to recap, this is the original one, making a traditional style Orgeat using 1 pound of pecans to 4 cups of water, blending them. This one is a homemade pecan butter that has been unfiltered, so there's no filtering here. This is the same recipe, but it's a pecan butter that has been filtered and strained. And then lastly, these are the ones that soaked and were used to make pecan milk. Now you might be thinking, why can't you just use a pecan extract to intensify the flavors here? And that is possible, but pecan extract is not easily or readily available. Almond extract is everywhere, and that is primarily because the almond extract that you buy at the store contains 0 almonds. It is made from almond oil, and then almond oil is actually also not made from almonds, but usually the pits of stone fruit. And I even reached out to Watkins, who makes the almond extract I use, and while it says bitter almond oil is the main ingredient, there's actually no trace of almond in that extract. So that's why almond extracts are so prevalent and popular, because they're not even being made from almonds. Let's try our first one. This one is going to be sweeter. It's a 2-to-1. So it tastes like pecan. On its own, if you were to use this in coffee or maybe another drink outside of the Mai Tai that doesn't have such intense flavors elsewhere in the drink, you're going to notice it more. But I do think if you were to use this against an almond orgeat made the same way in a Mai Tai using half an ounce, you're not going to probably tell the difference at all that you're using pecan versus almond. All right, this is the homemade pecan butter using 4 tablespoons for 1 cup of water. So this should be pretty intense. The pecan flavor's there. It's not as thick as a syrup as a 2-to-1, obviously. It has a more intense pecan flavor, and more of those toasted pecan notes come through. It is a little bit of an oily, greasy mouthfeel, and there's a little bit of texture, but not like a chewy texture that you would think. Those are blended pretty thoroughly, so it is well incorporated. All right, let's try our pecan butter homemade filtered. Now, so far I like this one the best, which is a surprise because it's been filtered, but it has that buttery richness from pecans, but it's not overwhelmingly oily. I think the toasted flavor here is a little more subdued as well compared to the straight up unfiltered version. Now to our last one, which is toasted and then soaked. So we're seeing if soaking our pecans provides a more robust flavor and we're able to extract more flavor out of it. Now, ounce for ounce, this has, I think, the most pecans in it. These are both good. These are both my favorites. So if I'm picking 2, I'm going these versions right here. Now, I made my pecan butter from scratch, but if you have access to Whole Foods, or if you look maybe on Amazon or a health food store, you might be able to find some real pecan butter. It's not cheap. I think this is $12 for this small jar. But if you want to do the 60-second Orgeat method using this pecan butter here that you don't have to make, it's going to be the simplest way. And you can strain it if you want to or not strain it. So overall, these 2 are my favorite, and once we get off camera here, I'll probably just combine these 2. I find that this has more of that buttery, rich pecan flavor, and this one, for whatever reason, using the whole, almonds and soaking them was something I thought would maybe be a little bitter, but it's not, and it actually has, I think, a brighter, more sort of pure pecan flavor, and not a lot of that over toasted flavor. So this one right here, this one might be just edging this one out just a little bit, but this one is much easier, especially if you're going out and buying your own pecan butter. So there you have it, Pecan Orgeat. I'll be back here soon to make a couple of Mai Tai riffs and a couple of videos for the holidays using our Pecan Orgeat. So if you end up making any of these or testing out these different methods on your own, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know what you think about these different methods right here. Now, this was not an exhaustive look at all the different ways to make orgeat. It wasn't even a real scientific experiment where one factor was changing between them. These are just the ways that I was trying to incorporate the most pecan flavor, and it does work. All of these are good. These 2 are my favorite. I think this one is my favorite, just soaking the pecans and then making pecan milk from that with the water that you soaked in. So you're not discarding that water, you're not losing out any of the flavor from soaking your pecans. So that's it for this one. I'm Derek, this is Make and Drink. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like below. Be on the lookout for 2 Mai Tai riffs. Once those are posted, I'll make sure they're at the end card right here. If you liked the video, give it a like below, consider subscribing to the channel, and otherwise I'll see you on the next one.